all of my mystics and ghouls. This is Anastasia, and I have a video about mindfulness coming up for you. It's really important for us to be mindful right now with what's going on in the world with COVID, and just to be super in touch with ourselves and our body. And when we're very much in touch with ourselves, and we're able to be more grateful and have gratitude. So I'm going to start off with discussing mindfulness and ways that you can be more mindful in your daily life. And then afterwards we'll do a gratitude meditation. It's going to be quick, but it's going to at least allow you to feel more grateful and focus on the things that you do have and not the things that you do not have, because right now that's kind of the trick to staying sane. If you're new to my channel, I am, like I said, Anastasia, and on my channel I like to talk about tarot and give you tips on how to basically live a more spiritual life. Because what is spirituality? Really, it's just spirituality is focusing on yourself, loving yourself, becoming one with yourself, and knowing that you are energy, you are the universe, you are a part of a much grander thing. So I really talk about getting in touch with that side of you. And I'm also learning quantum physics right now, so there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff coming up. I'm going to be talking a lot about aliens. It's going to be so fun on my channel here. So if you'd like to join my group of mystics and ghouls, then please like and subscribe. And yeah, I look forward to interacting with you. So, mindfulness. Let's talk about that. So the definition of mindfulness is the state or quality of being conscious or aware of something. So, and then the other definition is a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations, used as a therapeutic technique. I would say it shouldn't just be used as a therapeutic technique, it should be used as a state of being. That definition is pretty much what I'll be going off of in this video. So to me, mindfulness is being completely present, completely in your body, and accepting the moment, accepting the way that things are, which of course it leads you towards gratitude. So there are so many ways that we can be mindful in our daily lives, and when you actually start to realize those things that you can be doing to be mindful, you start to realize that there's so many moments in our life, almost every moment of our life, that we are not present. So a lot of people ask me, how do you meditate? When you meditate and you get into a meditative state, you sit, you connect, you allow your thoughts to pass, right? Meditation is not about stopping your thoughts. That's almost impossible. Meditation is about accepting who you are wholly, even with all of the thoughts that are coming. So in meditation, you are watching the thoughts go, acknowledging the thoughts, accepting the thoughts, but redirecting your mind to constantly bring you to the present. That is what meditation is about. So to me, being mindful is practicing that sort of meditation every day. So here are some ways that I do that. I noticed that when I am brushing my teeth, I'm always thinking about things that I need to be doing, things that happened that day, things that happened in the past, or when I'm taking a shower. A part of being mindful and learning how to be mindful is recognizing in those moments when you are thinking about other things that are totally unrelated, that when you think about them in the future, they'll still be there. What would happen if you didn't think about the past or the future while you're brushing your teeth? The fact is nothing. Nothing will happen. You can't control the past. You can't control the future in a single moment. So the trick to being mindful and becoming mindful is to focus on the action that you're doing. If you're brushing your teeth, focus on brushing your teeth. If you're washing your face, focus on washing your face. If you are taking a shower, focus on taking a shower. Focus on the action. So that is like what is really important. It brings you into the present. It brings you into your body. It brings you into in touch with like your like your place in the universe. We all kind of have a place. And to me, that's kind of like a walking meditation. When I'm walking the dogs, I notice, what am I thinking about? Am I present? Am I noticing the leaves, the trees, my dogs? Am I completely present in the moment? A way to keep yourself kind of grounded in mindfulness. And I'm not saying you need to do this all the time. I'm just saying you need to be more aware and present. And a way to do this is to kind of like keep yourself grounded by watching what's around you. If I'm outside and I'm walking my dogs, I'm thinking about other things, and then I go, look at these trees. Look at this plant. Look at all of these things that are around me that I don't pay attention to normally. That is being mindful. That is keeping yourself into the present moment, and it's allowing you to realize that if you focus on the present, nothing bad happens, right? Things are just the way that they that they would be, whether or not you were thinking about a problem that you had at work or something that you need to get done the next day. So the fact of the matter is, when you are more mindful, then it really allows you to be more peaceful in like every area of your life. So let's say that you're very irritated, someone cut you off on the freeway or something. Instead of letting that get to you, you're mindful, you bring yourself to the present, because the fact is that happened 2 seconds ago. So that's the past. We're focusing on the present. We're focusing on where we should be right now, right? So you're paying attention to who you are, how you're feeling, and then you're able to redirect yourself from that anger, which does not serve you at all. What are you going to do? Like, it's happened already, right? So the point in mindfulness, and everything I'm saying right now applies to meditation. The point of mindfulness is to accept things. So I'm not saying that you can't get angry. I'm saying someone cuts you off, you get upset, you acknowledge that you're upset, you redirect and allow yourself to just focus on the present moment. You can focus on your breathing. You can focus on what you're seeing outside. There are a lot of ways that you can make sure that you are staying mindful, and a lot of that is just paying attention to your experiences, whether or not that is your inner voice or your inner feelings or your inner thoughts, or it is outer, so like your outer experiences, things that you're doing, the actions, the things that are around you. It's really important to focus on stuff like that. So when you are studying mindfulness and practicing mindfulness, it's really important to know why you're doing it. Not just like, oh, well, Anastasia said that I should practice mindfulness, so I'm going to do this. Or like, I don't know, like famous meditation people said that it's really beneficial, so I'm going to do it. Yes, mindfulness and meditation are very beneficial, but why are you doing it? When you recognize why you are doing it, then you are setting an intention. When you set an intention, that is when your efforts kind of they come into play. Everything starts to align for you. So if you're practicing mindfulness but you haven't set an intention for what you want to get out of it, it's not going to be as powerful. With everything you do, you have to set an intention. So for an example of an intention would say, I am practicing being more mindful so that I am focused on the present and I am less stressed out about the past and the future. That is an intention, right? So I've set that intention, and now I'm going to go about my days in the most mindful ways that I can possibly be. Of course, the best way to practice mindfulness is through meditation. So how do you meditate? You either sit in a lotus position like this, or you can sit with your legs on the floor. As you're sitting, you're focusing on your breathing. You're taking deep breaths, focusing on your breathing, and then allowing yourself to experience your body, experience your thoughts, experience who you are, right? Tap into the energy around you. That's what you're doing. So as you sit and you meditate, you close your eyes, you focus on your breaths, you breathe in very deeply through your nose, breathe in, sigh it out your mouth. Like you really want to like take in all of the air that you can and then let it all go. So it would be something like this. You really wanna like to breathe very very like take it all in. So you'll do that about 3 times. That's the way I do it. And then what you do is you start to breathe normally, but you acknowledge your breath. So I think breathing heavily at first, it gets you focused on your breath, and to the point where like when you start to breathe normally, then you're still kind of focused on your breathing. It allows you to hyper focus. And so let's say that now you're starting to breathe normally and the thoughts are coming in. What you're going to do is acknowledge those thoughts. Don't get mad at yourself. Oh my God, I need to stop thinking. No, it's not going to work that way. You need to just acknowledge, I am having thoughts, and now I'm going to redirect my thoughts back to my breathing, or redirect myself to something else. So obviously your eyes are closed, so you can't redirect yourself to things that are in your room and ground yourself. So how can you ground yourself if you can't look around? Very easy. You start to visualize. You use visualization. When we're dreaming, we visualize. When we are kids, we're very in touch with our visualization. So one thing that I do is I imagine a ball of white light, which is like really, it keeps you grounded. It keeps you connected to energy. And I let this white light kind of like flow up, flow down, flow throughout my body, right? And I'm just imagining that. There are other things that you can imagine too. You can imagine that like the way that your breath like looks, right? You can imagine the way that like your breath, if that makes sense. You're putting an image to your breath. Like you can imagine, I want to say like a pillow that keeps like breathing up and down. Like, I don't know. It's like, there are weird things that you can imagine, but like the best thing for you to do is focus on the white light, because it's not something too distracting. So you don't want to focus on anything that's too distracting, but do what works for you. Focusing on like my auric field work. So like I know that I have energy around me, and I kind of just imagine what that energy looks like, what that field around me looks like. And I focus on that. And these are ways that like I'm paying attention to my body. I'm paying attention to like my present self, right? And it's just a way of like getting in touch with who you are. It's a way of self-care. It's a way of self-love. Like notice how your shoulders are. Are they tense? Loosen them up. Notice how your hands are. Where are you carrying extra energy in your body? Like allow the energy to flow throughout your entire body. See if there are any blockages. Notice what's happening with your body. Like that's like the best advice that I can give to you. Make sure that you're just like relaxed and calm. And when you meditate on a regular basis, this will come very easily to you. At first, I recommend a lot of guided meditations to people, and you can find them on YouTube. There's so many. All you have to do is type in guided meditation. If you want them to be specific guided meditations, they can be. Let's say you want to figure out a past life. There are meditations for that. Let's say you want to let go of the past. There are meditations for that. Gratitude meditations. There are meditations for that. So there are multiple ways that you can practice meditating, and there's a lot of help online that is free. Another thing is the Headspace app. That is my favorite app. I use it for my clients and I recommend it to them. It starts off with courses. So there's the basics course. Every meditation is 4 minutes long. They teach you how to meditate. Then you go into basics 2. I think that basics 2 meditations are like 11 minutes long. They're building on each thing, thing that you learned in course 1, and their lessons. You just do them every day and you go through the courses. Then you get to pro level. They're a lot longer, but you have the skills to sit for that long, and you're able to really like to connect with yourself. that is the point of going through these courses. I do believe that it's free. I don't remember if I used like my teacher discount or something, but I do believe that it's free. So look into Headspace. If you have access to like the Calm app, a lot of people are like their jobs give them free access to the Calm app, especially like at the beginning of COVID, this was available. So if you have access to Calm, then you can use Calm, but I really like Headspace. I like it better. It's really up to you. So keeping a meditation journal, I think, is really important too. Like I'm doing a video on journaling that I'll put up soon. But when you have a meditation journal, then you write down what came up. What did you struggle with in your first session? What are some things that you wish you could have done better? What are some things that happened in your body? Pay attention. Then when you get to the next session, the next day, like after every session, just take some 5 minutes to like quick write and like figure out what's going right in your meditation practice. What do you wish you could do more of? Let's say, I wish I could focus more on my breathing. Okay, well then that's your goal for the next session. Focus more on your breathing. I wish I could loosen up. Okay, so now we're gonna work on loosening up during this. If you're super spiritual, and even if you're not, like if you're comfortable, you can ask your spirit guides, hey, I want to learn how to meditate. Can you help me do this? Like, it's insane, but like one of my spirit guides, he helps me meditate. He literally, I'll be sitting and then he'll literally be adjusting the way that I'm sitting, and I just feel like my head going back, my shoulders going forward. He just adjusts my posture. And so yeah, like it's crazy how when you get in touch with like your spirituality and your guides a little bit more, like there's so much assistance for you out there. Ask for help. They will help you and they will allow you to kind of figure out like what works for you and what doesn't work for you in meditation. But that's pretty much it. That's how you meditate, and there are a lot of perks and benefits from mindfulness and practicing mindfulness in your daily life, practicing how to be in a meditative state in your daily life. It allows you to be more in touch with your body, react better to situations, be less stressed out, focus less on the past, because sometimes we're just so focused on the past that we're just not living in the present and we're not paying attention to all of the good things that we have. So definitely make sure that you are allowing yourself the opportunity to be mindful. Let's say some of you are like, I don't have time to meditate. That's fine. Practice mindfulness while you're brushing your teeth, cooking, and all that. It's kind of the same thing. You do want to get to a point where you can meditate and sit, because as I always say, when you do that, you're showing up for yourself. I was reading in a book, I don't remember which book it was, but the girl said, when someone tells you that they're going to do something and they don't do it, how do you feel? Okay, so then why don't you hold yourself to that same standard? If you're like, I'm going to meditate every day this week for 5 minutes, and you don't do it, you're not showing up for yourself. You're not giving yourself that common courtesy, that love, that like, that like trust, right? That's how you lose trust with yourself. And you have to really realize that you need to stand up in this moment and say like, hey, like I need to stick to what it is that I plan. Write it down, stick to it. If you don't stick to it, then you're not showing up for yourself. You're letting yourself down, and you should really focus on showing up for yourself and like the benefits that meditation and being mindful can cause. I hope you found this to be very helpful, at least helpful in some bit. We are going to do a quick guided meditation on gratitude for Thanksgiving, so please join me in a second. Okay, so I do want to point out, what you're wearing doesn't matter. So you can meditate in literally any clothes, but you do want to make sure that you're comfortable. So that is why I changed into more comfortable clothing. Also, I want you to pay attention to my posture, my arms, my hands, all of that. So You can sit in a chair, on the couch, like wherever you're comfortable, or you can sit on the floor in lotus position. You can sit on the couch in lotus position. You just need to be grounded and connected. So right now, I'm connected to the floor. I'm grounded. I am sitting with my legs crossed, not like on top of each other, but next in front of each other. There is no right or wrong here. It's whatever you're most comfortable feeling or doing. So I rest my hands on my shoulders, kind of relax my shoulders so that they're not like, I'm not stiff, there's no tension. And then we are going to close our eyes. And like I said, this is a gratitude meditation. You can play music or not play music when you listen to meditations. I personally like shamanic music or grounding music. I just type that into YouTube and see what comes up. So take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, paying attention to your breath. When you breathe in, how does the rest of your body feel? Do you feel any tightness here? Any tightness here? Feel the air kind of go into your belly. Where does it stop? Just pay full attention to the detail of your breath. Take another deep inhale through the nose. Exhale. So again, we're doing this meditation for gratitude. And in order to truly show gratitude, you need to be in your body, in the present moment. So we're going to just take a second to be in our body, a little bit more focused on how we're feeling. Keep paying attention to your breath. And now I want you to embrace gratitude. Imagine that the word gratitude is right in front of your face and you're grabbing that word. The word is coming from in front of your face and it's going into your head, it's going through your body. Now you're feeling the word gratitude flowing through you. So again, visualization is very important when it comes to meditating. So I'm imagining the word gratitude coming into my body. I'm accepting it. The intention is for me to feel it. I'm allowing this feeling to seep throughout my body. You might feel light in your chest area. You might feel light in another part of your body. That's good. Pay attention to your breathing. And I want you to think about all of the people that you are grateful for in your life. Could be family, could be friends, could be even people that you don't know, like your idols, people who you look up to, your heroes. Just take a minute to picture their faces. And if that's too difficult for you, just say their names in your head. Who are you grateful for? If your mind has wandered off at this point, no big deal. Just bring it back to our focus. Focusing on the people in our lives who are in our lives or who have affected our lives. And we're being grateful. We're taking in the gratitude. want you to focus your attention on things in your life that you're grateful for, that you have gratitude for. It could be your apartment, your house, any material things that you are grateful for. Right now we're focusing on what we do have, not what we don't have. That is how we stay present. Again, if your mind has wandered, no big deal. Let's bring it back to center. Focus on your breath, deep breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can really feel your breath here. Now, think about what the word gratitude means to you. And think about the qualities in yourself that you are grateful for. What can you give gratitude towards yourself for? I give gratitude towards myself because I never stop learning, and I'm aware of this. This is what drives me. And so think for a second about what you can show gratitude to yourself for. Qualities, accomplishments, whatever. Just focus on you. Remember to keep breathing. So again, we're just focusing on the things that we have now, not the things that we will have, not the things that we're not focusing on the future. We're focusing on the present. What are things that you currently have that you are proud of? Take another inhale through the nose. Show gratitude for breath. Show gratitude for being alive. Let's show gratitude for allowing ourselves to take this time to meditate and be in our bodies and be present. You showed up for yourself today. Good. Try to do it more often. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Sometimes it takes a second because we're still in that meditative state. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me and meditating with me. I will definitely be doing more meditations because I'm getting super into it, and it's so invigorating. It's allowing yourself to kind of feel alive. That's basically what you're doing. So if you guys have any questions about meditation, feel free to drop them into the comment box, or if you're watching this on Instagram, you can DM me. I am very active, and I'm here. And if you guys have any questions, you can always reach out to me. Have a lovely Thanksgiving. Don't forget to have gratitude on a daily basis, not just on Thanksgiving. Just kind of like on Valentine's Day, where we're like, well, you gotta love every day, not just on this day. Same thing for Thanksgiving and gratitude. You gotta have gratitude every day. If I were you, I would keep a gratitude journal, or maybe just reserve the last 10 pages of your journal for gratitude. I will be I will be creating a video on journaling tomorrow, so look forward to that, and that's it. I hope you guys have a good day.